Hey, what's up guys? This is Box, and in the background it's gonna stereotypical YouTube gameplay. Managed to get a pretty decent score against some pretty terrible people, and now I'm putting it on the internet so that you all can say, ooh, ah, he's amazing. You probably won't, but what I wanted to talk about today is the apparent ignorance of a lot of the Destiny PvP community. And before I get into it, I want to clarify that I'm not talking about people who play the game casually, play the game to have fun, and they just take it for what it is, and roll with it. The people I'm talking about are the ones that run, the same common standard loadouts, and think that they're amazing. They're really not amazing, but they're the kind of person that if you met them in real life and you said, hey, do you play Destiny? They would say, yeah, I'm really good at that game. Just been getting really irritated lately. I've gotten several messages from people saying, hey, you should stop using that weapon, or you're such a scrub, quit being a noob, use something different. And to paraphrase Morpheus from the first Matrix movie, if you think that my loadout or my weapon is the reason that I'm doing better than you are, then you're ignorant and you're an idiot.
What fun.
The reason that I'm better than you is because I have 8 years of experience playing console FPS. And while each game, COD, Halo, Battlefield, Borderlands, Destiny, whatever, there are differences between them. The basics are always the same, and the stuff that you see in YouTube tutorials and guides on how to get better, that stuff's second nature to me at this point for playing an FPS. So I'm free to focus my time on the little nuances of a game that most people don't have the time to focus on, and that's what makes me a better player, not the fact that I'm using a certain weapon. Which, spoilers, I can do well with pretty much any weapon against pretty much any competition. Obviously in Destiny there are certain weapons that are just head and shoulders above anything else in the game, because Bungie is absolutely atrocious when it comes to weapon balancing. And if I'm playing against really good people who know what they're doing, yeah, I'm only going to use Last Word or Thorn, because that's the only thing that you can compete against people who are using the Last Word and Thorn. But just in general, matchmaking, I just wanted to say that, if you think that I'm better than you because I'm doing one thing, no, you're wrong. You're flat out wrong. When I first got Destiny back in September, and I looked through the skill trees for the different classes, I was really hopeful that it would be a console FPS in the same vein as Shadowrun was. I bet none of you ever played that on Xbox, but fantastic game. Had different classes, different abilities that you could choose, and it sort of had a rock, paper, scissors-esque foundation to its core gameplay, where certain things were really powerful, but there were counters to them, and there were things that countered those counters, and it was just kind of a ever-changing, ever-evolving game within the game while you played it. Unfortunately, Destiny is, like most shooters today, it's just so vanilla and bland when it comes to in-game sort of, I don't even know what the term I'm looking for is, but Destiny is almost completely void of anything that allows the best players to separate themselves from the masses. Stuff like aiming in midair when you're weak and you want to jump and try and get some last-ditch shots off before you die, try to throw the other guy's aim off a bit. That doesn't work in Destiny. If you jump, you're pretty much as good as dead, which is disappointing because the movement system for the different classes has the potential to make it a really dynamic environment where you could have so many different types of scenarios. But instead it's just kind of a, you know, COD-esque, I strafe, you strafe, I'm behind a head glitch so I win because you can't hit me sort of thing. The little things that are in Destiny to, they claim they're in there to help players. Stuff like timers on the heavy ammo. You know, back in Halo, if you wanted rockets, if you wanted a sniper, you fucking learned when they spawned and you went and got them when they came up. There wasn't a little voice that said, hey look, the snipe's coming up, go get it. Of course, like there is now in the next Halo, because that's another FPS that's completely gone to hell. But anyway, just, you know, whatever. I got a gameplay. I wanted to rant a little bit, so there you go. Hope it was enjoyable for you. Leave a dislike if you thought I was being a bitch. Leave a thumbs up if you agree with me. Thanks for watching. This is Vox. I'm out.